Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and hop right in. Hey, Nikki, one of my teachers recently got pregnant, and one of my friends mentioned that she thought that the teacher wasn't married. I told that to my other friend, and her response offended me a little. She was talking about how I thought that people don't have sex before marriage, which is what I strongly believe in. I don't know if I'm the only one who actually believes that they should wait until marriage, but she makes it seem like it's an obvious fact that people just always have sex before marriage. I know that she didn't mean to offend me, maybe she did, but she makes me feel like I'm stupid or naive and weird for believing in such a thing. What should I do? Okay, so to answer your first question, no, you're not alone. I've mentioned it before on my channel, and the only reason I keep mentioning it, I think people think I mention it to be like, hi guys, I waited to have sex till I was married, to put a little badge on myself. That is not the reason. The reason it's not all the reason. The reason that I mention it frequently is because the fact that you have to email me and ask me if you're alone in thinking that, that's the reason. Because I want people to know they're not alone, and I want people to know that it's like, you don't have to have sex before marriage. It is your choice. I think that, I'm very happy I did. I think it helped. It saved a lot of emotional baggage. I think, it's kind of beautiful that, like, I know it sounds corny, but, like, we've learned together over the last 4 years of our marriage, you know, like, because he waited to have sex till he was married as well. And it's a cool thing that we've kind of grown up together. And the other thing is, I know a lot of people think you have to, like, drive the car before you buy it in terms of sex. But the thing is, if you've never driven another car, how do you know if it's good or bad? You know what I mean? It's great to me. Like, we've learned together, and I'm not ever sitting there comparing, or I'd be lying if I said you don't wonder, because that's human nature. But I think when you have had multiple partners, it's exacerbated even more, which is why I think it's a good thing to wait, because it takes down the amount of wondering you're doing. And I know a lot of people would think it's the opposite, but I'm very happy with Dan, and I haven't experienced anything else. You know what I mean? It's like, if you've tried 68 ice cream flavors, you might wonder. I don't know if that makes any sense or if that's resonating with you guys, but I guess the reason I wanted to answer this is because so much of, like, society and Hollywood, they get to speak really loudly on their side, so it becomes very overwhelming, and you start to feel really alone if you have a different opinion, and it feels very loud, and it's like, oh, this must be it, this is my only choice. And I want you guys to know it's not your only choice, and there is another side to it. And not only is it not wrong to wait, but I think it can be a great thing to wait. I think it's a great thing to wait. So I don't want people getting angry at me. I'm speaking up for the other side that is not as loud in movies, in television, in magazines, in radios, that there is radio. There is another side to things, and you don't have to feel stupid for waiting, and you don't have to feel like wrong for waiting or saying no to a guy, and you don't have to have sex with someone for them to love you. You know what I mean? You can make the choice to wait. So that's why, like I said, I'm not discriminating against anyone who has. It's your life. I am literally just speaking up because that side is not as loud in media as the other side is. It's not as talked about and spoken about. And so I just want you guys to be aware that it's there, and it's an option, and you're not alone. And that is why I always speak of it, because I want you guys to know you're not alone, not to try to put some stupid badge on myself, you know, like, well, what do I care? It's actually really awkward talking about my sex life, so, yeah, I guess that is it. Yeah, send your questions to asknikkip@gmail.com, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys. Emotional roller coasters are really that great. Like, I think you want to look for, well, first off, I still think you're a little young, but in general, I think you want to look for a steady guy.